day, good people, as I find in the year of the paradigm. Sometimes for recording we have a little fun. I am the United Savior, it's the year of the paradigm, and tonight is Rebellion, AW Rebellion, and I need to remind you that there will be no Rebellion next week, because this coming Saturday is OC Revolution, and it will be live Saturday at about 1 p.m. Eastern Time with your host, Dirk Madison. After that, we'll have our first on the road to AV Mania 4 on August the 1st. I think that's that Friday. And we'll be back to regular Rebellions that Sunday, August 3rd. So get excited for that. Get ready for that. Because you also need to get ready for it tonight. It is a big fight field with a lot of grudges that are being settled, as everyone's going to get a nice little week off to prepare for AV Mania season. After the attack last night, the Apex Predators were not able to even get a match in, so tonight they will be going up against the Equalist Movement, who look to prove that they didn't flop, they were just outsmarted. We got Sayaka going up, the former champion rather, going up against the woman who stole everybody's hearts this past Friday in Nemona. Aiba will go up against Gwen, and we do have to talk about that, but we'll get into that match. After mouthing off to each other for so long, we have a one-on-one match, Pai versus Tartaros. Anything goes, with special guest referee to keep the peace in some instance, make sure this all goes down as intended. Golden. And just days before he has to defend that OC championship, and in our main event, Amon will take on Uncle Iroh after being allotted time to do so by general managers Navia and Mascoto. That is our big packed show. We got a whole lot of fight on our hands. So, without further ado, let's get the fighting on, shall we? Now does the stars go black because I need to get the show started. Next, or I believe this coming Saturday, OC Revolution will begin, but also I'll be putting up the submissions for the 10-person Gauntlet Eliminator match that will determine who will fight later on in the night at AV Mania for the Fight Forever Championships, so get excited for that. I believe 5 competitors that you guys vote for will be in each of those gauntlets, so a total of 10 submissions from you guys. As well as 5 competitors currently on the AW roster. It'll be a fantastic time. AV Mania is right around the corner, so feel that feel-good AV Mania energy. But while you feel that good energy, let's get this bad blood on the road as the stars go. Black, the bad blood. Oh, hold on. Oh, they're out here quick. They didn't even play any music out here. They were just, they were like, oh, nah. After what happened, there was a whole fracas. Clyde, get this under the control, dude. Hold on, let me put the controller down. Oh, it seems like they've all gotten back. We started this match with a legitimate fight. The Apex Predators said, you got the jump on us. This time we're getting the jump on you. Everybody taking a little bit of damage to start this matchup off. And Yosuke trying to steal one early one. Mojo right back. Didn't even give me a chance to say all the things that happened. If you missed this past Fracture, which was a fun night of action, we had a couple championship matches at Inferno. We will have one more championship match. The AW title will be on the line. It will be Hina versus Panat AWE championship. I believe that night we will also be hearing from Marin. Marin just recently returned this past Friday to stop Panat from beating Hina with a chair yet again as they go into that championship match. So a lot of people, all eyes, gonna be on AWE Friday Night Inferno on August 1st. The first one on the road to AV Mania. Oh goodness gracious, getting chokes. There's some chokes out happening, I'll tell you what. Oh, into the turnbuckle, but a reversal by Yosuke. Right now, Mojo's been going a little crazy. Mojo Jojo, but a blue thunder bomb out of nowhere, just off a rip. Just out of nowhere. Yosuke trying to get ready for the monkey. Go monkey go. No monkey, no. Slammed down with authority. I think the helmet of Mojo Jojo may have bounced off the mat in a very weird way. I'm not sure if Mojo is 100% right now after that. We've seen concussions plague a lot of members of the AEW universe in the past. Marin just came back from a concussion issue, and I'll hate them sent right back down. Mojo said it's going to take a lot more than that to stop Mojo Jojo. As I'll hate them. Still standing after that drop kick, but Mojo sends him down again. Lifting I'll hate them right back up. In a suplex position. Ooh, no! With a brain buster. Goodness gracious, and now Von Lycaon in. The Apex Predators may have just found their prey off the moonsault, jumping up. We know Von Lycaon got kicks like none other, got kicks like nobody's business, as he's taking it to I'll hate them right now. The Equalist Movement is currently getting crushed by the Apex Predators, keep that in mind, but grabbing the ears to essentially get a better hold on Von Lycaon there. And a shot to the throat. A lot of cheeky moves by I'll hate them, using whatever he can to get the advantage over his, Vulpine opponent? K9 opponent, probably? Yeah, there we go. Lifted right back up. A lot of people still looking over at I'll hate them, just disappointed in everything that he's done. Brought Kave, who had an incredible championship opportunity this past Friday, to Amon, his connection to his vision severed. Made so many of the AEW Universe sick. Still haunts a lot of us to this day. Kave saying, I still have the heart to compete. If I don't fight in this match, then super kick of his own. Kave saying essentially if he doesn't fight in that match on Friday, then Amon surely wins. It's like if that's a battle, that's like Kave is laying down flat on his back. But now we got to start watching out because we don't know who Amon will be targeting next. But no matter what, he's busy tonight because he's got his hands full with a man he's already taken, Uncle Iroh. And now the Apex Predator is going 2-on-1 a little bit for a second there, as Mojo plants I'll hate them. Go monkey go. Toss back into the corner. Tag has been made this time. What are they going? Slingshot into an elbow. Wait, hold, they ain't done yet. Elbow drop right afterwards too. Alden stands right back up. Knows he's feeling the worse for wear. But a tag's been made back to Yosuke, who is surprisingly still entirely fresh. Ugh. And you know what they just did? That flapjack into that code breaker. The code breaker that we now know. Incredible finishing move, but a finishing move that Kave uses. Despicable, disgusting from the Equalist Movement. Some people have been calling them the hypocrite movement, and I'll be real. I feel like I gotta agree. Certainly and sincerely, what are they doing to Von Lycaon? Hold on a minute. Oh no, not a double! Suplex dropped his back to the mat. Tried to go for a blockbuster, it looked like Von Lycaon rather, not Von Lycaon. Von Lycaon able to step out of the way, dropped him on the knee. But I'll hate them stands right back up, not letting Von Lycaon make the tag in a German suplex. I'll be real, once upon a time, a fast-paced match would favor Yosuke, would favor I'll hate them, but at this juncture in time, slowing it down may be great against the Apex Predators because look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Yosuke had a super kick before, but Von Lycaon said, this is how you do it. Right under the jaw, and that's one. That's two. Is that resiliency? It's not. I'll hate them got there in another time, but I'll tell you what. Von Lycaon may be looking around saying, hey, second verse, same as the first. He could just kick him right in the face again. Or, could we see a little tag team? No. Yosuke still has his head intact. Falling dropkick, real shades of Moko there. Calls for Von Lycaon to get up. Off the ropes, DDT! And this time it's Mojo who has to get in there, but I want to point out everybody, ladies and gentlemen, that he's still got the finish. He's still got that devastating move. Everyone knows it so well as the Yosuke 2 drives the face and the nose right into the mat. It's a knockout blow, and that is, first off, he did not have resiliency. Von Lycaon able to kick out without it. Von Lycaon literally survives in the corner. And a tag's been made. I'll hate them getting a little time to, oh no. Hurricane Rana into a power bomb. We know I'll hate them, the powerhouse of this team. He is a big, strong boy. Straight back power bombs, big slams, like the bookmark finisher that he has. Ugh. And a running neck breaker now. This is what we were talking about. Equalist Movement, we've only seen them team together once before, and they did a great job against the Wild West, admittedly. But the Wild West knew what they were dealing with and said, let's stay out of the way. For the count of 6, I'll hate them going flying, but oh my gosh, Von Lycaon steps right out of the way. And Von Lycaon sends I'll hate them to the steps. Walks around, lifts him right back up. And taking essentially a tour around the entire AWE Rebellion ring. And Von Lycaon saying, come on, get up. I don't know what he's going to do here. Is he just telling him to get up? He's flying. Maybe Von Lycaon's the one who's concussed. I don't know what he was doing there, man. He just dove and landed flat on his face. You know what? He doesn't have a lot of vision out of one of those eyes. Maybe he saw... oh! And a knee strike right afterwards. Wait a minute. I was gonna say maybe they're thinking about winning by count out this time. Ran in. We're kind of 8. Von Lycaon back in. Aetham's gonna have to run in, and he makes it, and then just with a hair of a second left, able to duck a clothesline from behind. We were just talking about how Von Lycaon may not have like full visibility, but what he does have is ears. He can hear everything around him. Tried to go for that super kick, did not work out in his favor. And in the corner, ground and pound, little Luthez press. Courtesy of Victoria Housekeeping. As he stands back up, Yosuke, however, off the ropes into that DDT. If you let Yosuke take one step, he will be in the air with that second step. You cannot give that moment a man. Clyde literally standing in between those two. Not a great place to go, but he went for the tag team finisher. And that could be the beginning of the end, because now in the opposite corner, these two went for the tag team finisher and reversal right back. Cheeky roll up, hold on, feet not quite in the ropes. But he rolled it right back up. 1, 2. Wait, rolled it right back up. 1. And it's just 1. Y'all, these 2 counts went a little crazy. Von Lycaon continuing to fire back. Yosuke with a shot of his own. Off the ropes himself and goes for a clothesline. These 2 teams, seething, brimming with hatred, brimming with anger, are putting everything on the line in this matchup. And a tag has been made. Yosuke, again, it looks like they're going for some sort of Hurricane Rana powerbomb one more time. We know that powerbomb is a signature maneuver of Al Haytham. Standing right back up. Von Lycaon getting into the ring quick. Knows the last time they were out there almost lost this match via countout. Not looking forward to let it happening this time. Into the corner. Ooh, and a punch by Mojo Jojo, who, I'll be real, has not been in the match for most of the time. And did you see that? I hate them hit him right in the knee. Everyone knows you need your knees to fight, but apparently he's still got a good vertical base. Big old splash by the big old wolf. And pinfall. 1. No resiliency. He does not need it in the slightest. We are still at 1 for Al Haytham, which is crazy work. But I'd like to point out, after that Russian leg sweep, as long as there's a big old super kick, And he might be, no, not setting up for him. Mojo for the first time in a minute in. Stands him right back up. But I'll hate them ready for the monkey. Got a drop kick. Was not a pretty drop kick, but again with these roll-ups, I'll be real. I don't know what happened with the AWE training in the performance center. Maybe somebody was just like, hey, you know what? Let me teach you guys how to roll up. Everyone's been taking those lessons to heart, apparently. Reversal. Into the corner. Shot to the jaw. Mojo, I think, was thinking about not a signature there because he no longer has it. But I'll hate them may have been thinking about a finisher there. Shot to the back of the neck. Another power bomb and a leg drop combination. Decapitation. 1, 2. Mojo still kicks out, and I'll be real. You got to imagine Von Lycaon knew, saying, that's the first move you've taken. Sure, it was a big move, but it's the first one you've taken for real in this fight. Mojo with the tag. And flying forearm just comes in immediately and says, all right, let me hit the sig, and let me start to spell the beginning of the end. This match has been mostly Von Lycaon, and it has been for the benefit of the Apex Predators. Mojo's still down, but the band's getting tuned. Can you hear that beautiful music? It's feeling classical. And there's nothing more classic than a kick right under the chin for 1, for 2, and that's resiliency on Al Haytham. We talked about the Apex Predators before they started off this match. And if they still can't hit the tag team finisher. And a flying clothesline by Al Haytham. You got to imagine he's got to be thinking about getting Yosuke back into this match, toss him in the corner, and that's exactly what he did. That's real talk. And high flying afterwards with a senton. I wanted to point out, Yosuke, he's not the brightest tool in the shed. But with a Yosuke 2, he can still shine brighter than an all-star. 1. Mojo breaks it up. While Yosuke's not the brightest tool in the shed, with Al Haytham, who has the brains to carry these two. Will that lead them to victory tonight? Because now there's a real-world possibility where Von Lycaon, who's taken so much of the damage, the brunt of the damage in this battle, could essentially be a victim. No, I'm kind of surprised. Al Haytham just needed like one punch to get a finisher, but instead, again, taking him out. Al Haytham now has a signature finisher. Yosuke also has a signature. If this hits, Von Lycaon's in trouble. Off the ropes. Springboard into a reverse DDT. And ladies and gentlemen, Von Lycaon does have resiliency, and now he no longer does. He's crawling to the corner, and this is what the Equalist Movement have done. They've separated these two. They hit that tag, and it looks like it's the beginning of the end. Into the pinfall, and the Apex Predators fall. You gotta hate to see it. You've gotta hate to see, especially this specifically. They came out and attacked the Equalist Movement right before, but ever since then, the Equalist Movement have been moving together like a picture-perfect, well-oiled machine. Von Lycaon stayed in the match for the majority of the time. And that's not to say that these two didn't pull off some great moves themselves. It's just, they isolated Von Lycaon. They made sure that he was going to be taking every single one of those tag team maneuvers. And not just those, but a couple Yosuke 2s for the road. We saw some crazy roll-ups by Mojo Jojo to try and steal the victory. Almost did right there against Al Haytham. But at the end of the day, 1, 2, and a kick out. Al Haytham had resiliency burned. We saw a big signature there, but Al Haytham much later hit a signature himself. Another Yosuke 2 calls for the end of resiliency and the end of the match with their tag team finisher. Puts them over the top. And just like that, in 2 matches together, they have just as many. Nope, that's not true. I guess in pure 2v2 matches, they have as many wins as the Wild West. However, with Amon by their side, they did have a 3-on-3 tag team victory. Apex Predators are down in the Equalist Movement. Look to spread everything even more. I don't know, they're really drinking it all in. Really drinking all of it in, apparently. Look at that. You hate to see it. We'll go on. Hit me with the stars real quick. Equalist Movement have done their job. They've done their due diligence, rather, and they have claimed victory. That being said, the night is far from over. We have the former AWE champion Sayaka Mizono versus Miss Rumble Nemona, who revived the feeling at Fracture, and we'll talk about it right here, right now, as the stars go. Black. We talked about the feeling getting revived. But out first, it's freaking Sayaka Mizono. At Ticket to Paradise, she got Yuri. She took care of Yuri. That's incorrect. She took care of Yukiko. Yuri took care of another tag team that we don't like to mention because they've done terrible things, and they are now stranded on Inferno where they should be. That being said, I can say with certainty, with all of my heart, the Sayaka Mizono, she's earned respect. And more notably, she's earned my respect. You know, we haven't always got along. In fact, you know, some could say that I really just despise that freaking Sayaka. Some remember I made a whole "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch" cover for you know, to save my feelings about Sayaka Mizono regardless. Some even said there's a world where eventually he just puts that as her entrance music. You know, I've thought about it many a times. That being said, it is what it is. Yo, the pyro's going crazy. Usually it stops by pyro. Is that pyro okay? Like, we have a pyro budget. Y'all are Sayaka. Tell him to get put the anywho. Ever since Sayaka slayed deity Miku, she's kind of been on the up and up, and then fell to the Raiden Shogun. The Raiden Shogun who could not beat Nemona. These two will both be in the AWE ladder match for the AWE Championship, rather, at AV Mania 4. Okay, she came into midair there. You know, it is what it is, but she'll go for good for her. And Sayaka, along with Kiku Sarah, who got the who was the longest time in the Rumble this last year, joins Nemona in that AWE ladder match. Nemona has been there before. In fact, I think she was there last year because of her Rumble performance. This time, didn't get into the Rumble performance. This time said, hey, it's my time to shine. It's my time to be. Let's do this. Can Nemona win her first championship at AV Mania? She's up against a lady who's held both of the world titles in the AWE, something I don't think anybody has ever done before. She's a former All-Star champion, and she's a former AWE champion. She looks to become a 2-time AWE champion at AV Mania. Everyone's breathing a little bit more of a breath of fresh air since the Flame Tribe, if you haven't seen this past Inferno, successfully defended, not just successfully defended the AWE Tag Team Championships, but also put Sage out of action. It was elimination, and both members of the Flame Tribe, this time Yukiko and Hutao, via the Freebird rules, defended the championships, eliminated everybody except for Sage. When Sage was the last one in, they took extra time to dissect and tear apart Miss Golden Ticket. Because they know that Bernice has a world title match at AV Mania, and they want to make sure that Sage is a non-factor and they can just focus on Miku and her disciples. The clothesline by Nemona though. Roll up by Sayaka. Whoa, not even one. Now here's the problem, here's the issue. It's not a matter of like, can Nemona do it? We know in a match via pinfall she can do it. We know in a match via throwing people over the top rope she can clock it. This doesn't involve either of those things. You have to be the first one to climb a ladder. Oh, Sayaka rolling through, and then rolling with that moonsault immediately, saying this is how you jump off the springboards. I'm not sure if Nemona's ever won a tag team, I'm sorry, not a tag team, a ladder match. That would be one for the record books to check, but for right now, Nemona going a little crazy, stir crazy, so happy to be battling, but right now Sayaka's in full control. Nemona like a wild animal trying to get out of this hold. Waist lock, and roll through into a pinfall. Nemona kicks out. And into a pin herself, one. Sayaka, good, oh my gosh, abdominal strength to go to that backslide pinfall, shoulders down for one. And just one. Sayaka back in control, knows that Nemona is not gonna go down. Easy reversal at suplex and double axe to the back of the neck. Sayaka responds immediately with the kicks to the face. And look at that, this time it's Nemona who rolls out of the way of that springboard maneuver. Quick timing on each of these ladies in this incredible 1v1 match. And this is just a taste of some of the action we could see in the ring at AV Mania. Split dodge by Sayaka. Sayaka been rolling out of the way every single opportunity she can get as that neck breaker connects. As she's climbing to the top rope. Usually we're used to seeing backstabbers from Sayaka. We don't usually see her go top rope, but this time she did elbow drop right to the heart of Nemona. 1, 2. It's just 2. And she's going back to the springboard again. Worked out well last time. Can she get another big move on Nemona? She does. Drop kick right to the forehead, and she's got almost... hold on, I was gonna say almost that submission built in. Look at this, into another pinfall. One, not even one. No signatures have been hit yet, but I'll tell you what, them doing this so often builds up that signature bar so fast. Kick to the gut. X Factor. Bouncing Sayaka set off the mat. Nemona's still got a lot to prove in the AWE. People know that she can go, but when the title's on the line, she's never been able to get the job done. And Sayaka Mizono looks to put her away right here for 1. For 2, is that resiliency? It's not. At the very least, not yet. Goes for a pinfall again immediately. Using the ropes this time. 1. No. And you saw that Nemona not too happy about Sayaka using the rope. Sayaka saying, doesn't matter to me at all. Sends her outside of the ring and sends her flying. Now a lot of people wondering, does Nemona have what it takes to be at the next league? If she's able to beat Sayaka tonight, she's pinned 2 former AWE champions in the course of, what, 72 hours. Lift her right back up. Tossed towards the barricade. Not a place you want to be, especially when you got to beat a count of 10. Luckily, we're still only at a count of 3. And Sayaka looks to bring Nemona into the ring for the beginning of the end of this match. Nemona able to stand herself back up. Rolls through. Oh, but Sayaka caught her, and it's back. No, it's not a backstabber. Yes, it is! Nemona able to land on her feet, but Sayaka with the wherewithal to turn that into a backstabber. Resiliency has been burned, and Sayaka said, well, this is about to be quick work. Nemona gets the arm up, and it's a nasty clothesline. Hold on a minute, she's not done yet either. As she's looking to come back into the corner. Oh, she's still not done. Ducks that clothesline, and it's a flying clothesline all on her own. Kips up. Nemona's fired up. Goes for the pinfall after that. That's one. That's two. That's a kick out by Mizono. Did not have resiliency built up. Misses that punch. Still gets Sayaka in position to drag her to the ropes, but Sayaka, once again, hasn't taken all that much damage. Still has a lot of fight left in her. Quick combos. Drop kick to the back, and you see Nemona's head bounce off of the turnbuckle. I'll tell you who did notice. Sayaka Mizono saw that head bounce and said, it's time for me to win this match. But just for two. Just for two. Nemona, she's clearly rocked after that. Clearly rocked. But she ain't giving up. We saw what she was able to do and overcome and come back against the Rotten Shogun. And she about to do the same thing against Mizono tonight. Lifting Sayaka up, kicks to the midsection. This is the move that put away the Rotten Shogun, but Sayaka did her homework and she gets out of it. And a shot right to the back of the knee. And she smiles in your face. Wait, look at the kicks here. And a kick at the end too. Where's she going? Nemona, I was gonna say, unsure of what to do. Kicked away off the ropes moonsault. And she's on the verge of being stunned right here, right now. Kick there. And dropped. And now, ladies and gentlemen, there's not a thing that Nemona can do. She's smiling in your face. All the while they want to take your place. The backstabber. Oh man, Nemona is out of this battle. Mizono takes the W. And I'll tell you what. You love to swab. Hold on, my Sayaka? You gotta imagine Nemona's still banged up after this past Friday as well. No. Hold on, Mizono. Hold on, Sayaka. No, Nemona, watch out! The ladder right to the forehead. No. Everybody look away if you're squeamish. Let's go! Sayaka setting the mood saying it's gonna be a ladder match at AV Mania, so get ready for that kind of pain. Oh man, just over a month and maybe a week until AV Mania, and that was a nasty, uncalled for, and downright rude. Just rude. Goodness gracious. Give me the stars. Sayaka takes the victory against Nemona. And then makes a powerful statement, probably still a little frustrated after losing the AWE All-Star Championship. You gotta remember that, you gotta keep that in mind. But I digress. The night rolls on. We talked about that incredible triple threat tag team elimination match for the AWE Tag Team Championships. The Flame Tribe were able to retain. However, they would not have been able to do it without the help of you and I. Hu Tao, who was this close to being pinned. Sage broke up the pin, and the two of them started to team up against Hot Topic. Gwen said, the champions are the champions, that's fine. Give me Aiba tonight since Sage is too busy watching from home. And that's exactly what she's gonna get as the stars go. Black. And now let me talk to you. Because I have had our general managers talk to Aiba specifically. Aiba said, according to her calculations, Hot Topic, they hit harder, they hit heavier than the Flame Tribe. So their mission, their motive was to get rid of Hot Topic first by any means necessary. They said the longer Hot Topic stayed in, the more likely it is Sage would have been injured at the end of the fight. And while, you know, I think there's a real world where that's true. I think that how they target, how they hit their moves Hot Topic, they're tough. They're tough competitors. What Aiba was not expecting and what she calculated for that was a minimal chance was both members of the Flame Tribe staying in. I think there's a world where she ran those calculations with Bernice in the match, but not with Yukiko. Yukiko, admittedly, she's a dire member of the Flame Tribe. She will hurt you if need be. She's the one who orchestrated that attack on Chie back in January that took her out for a number of weeks. Keep all of that in mind. Keep all of that in mind because Aiba was not getting that calculation, and at the end of the day, it cost her her tag team partner. Aiba's in this alone for a while, and tonight she goes up against Gwen in singles action at AWE Rebellion. It's so crazy. Aiba, who just came back, found a partner, now has to have that partner rather sit out for a long time. And here comes Gwen. Gwen and Marceline both not happy in the slightest. Look at that, Gwen saying, nah, I'm getting her. You're a marked woman now, Aiba. Hot Topic. It sounds like they're out for vengeance on the entire tag team division. Gwen said, tonight it starts with you, Aiba. I'm getting my look back. If we were still in that, if you didn't break up that pin, we would be tag team champions right here, right now. The whole landscape of that match would have changed if Hu Tao was out. She had no resiliency, but at the end of the day, that's not what happened. We can fantasy book how the rest of that match would have went. You and I made their decision. They worked with the Flame Tribe to get rid of Hot Topic. And now I think we're seeing those heavy shots that Aiba was worried about. The entire reason that Aiba said, let's help the Flame Tribe eliminate Hot Topic so that we can focus on them. No interruptions. We each take somebody, but it didn't work out that way. Aiba was down, and Sage caught an injury of a lifetime. It's maybe the first time we've seen somebody reach that stage of injury in the AWE universe. So she's going to be out for some time. Miss Golden Ticket is a non-factor for who knows how long. And look at that. Oh my gosh, latched in deep with that headlock. Oh no, she's standing right back up. Gwen able to get out of it. Aiba, a technical master, still not letting go. She's had that headlock in for nearly a minute at this point. Goodness gracious. But look at this. Gwen finally able to get out of it. Now has Aiba's arm almost in a standing, not a standing arm lock, a standing Kimura. I'm not entirely sure how that was gonna end up. And there we go. I was gonna say, we talked about how this hurts, how being in the ring with Gwen, it'll hurt you. Marceline, she's a different story. She'll outlast you. Gwen will hurt you. She has gone on to many islands and world tours, has been involved in some total drama, as Aiba's been involved in plenty of things too. I'll tell you what, these two are going at it. Now, I won't say it's pure hatred that Gwen has for you and I, but I'll tell you what, Gwen wants her look back, Marceline wants her look back too, as... Oh, wait a minute. Say her name and she appears, apparently. Dude, I just said, you know, Marceline. Oh, and now Aiba's focused on Marcy coming down to the ring. Turns around. Gwen was ready for her, but instead, now they're exchanging blows. Catches her. And again, says, hit me right back. And that's exactly the thing that she does. Hits a double hit there, and Gwen in full control now, thanks to Marceline coming down the ring to assist her face first into the mat. Gwen staring down the limp body of Aiba, saying, this is what should have happened to you in that elimination match, but instead Aiba with a reversal. Aiba survives it all. Gwen almost went to the corner, but instead Aiba with the reversal catches the arm headbutt to Gwen, and now a face buster right into the mat. Gwen struggling. Boom! Slam down into the pinfall. Gwen does not have resiliency. 1-2 kick out. Marceline now at ringside to help her out. We've seen Aiba hit this before. Aiba, ooh, did not hit it this time. Gets a whole back full of mat because of it. And a flying forearm again, this time by Gwen. Calling for her to get up. She knows she's very close to that G360 into the ropes. Goes underneath if she hits this move, and she does pop a punch. And I think she may be setting up. No, she's going top rope. Gwen more of a brawler, but this time she's going to the heavens above. We said she wanted her to look back for a reason, and it looks like she may just get it. Oh my gosh. Knee-high goth boots right to the jaw. And Aiba's starting to look a little bit worse for wear, and she's going up again. Marceline watching on, cheering her on, and a knee strike again. Yo, I'm not sure if Aiba's okay anymore. Lifts her up, face busted, and now she has 2 G360s should she want them. 1, 2, and it looks like she might. Try to kick Aiba in the back. Try to kick her again. Aiba rolls through. Aiba has Gwen, quick scoop slam, and stomps Gwen right on the face. Gwen rolls through again. Look at this, caught her, choke slam by Gwen. And that may be enough to get the job done. 1, 2. Aiba survives. She's still got another finisher on lock. Oh, but that finisher may not be a Mina thing, because look at this. Aiba's fired up now. Looked all around, even looked at Marceline when she did that. Big puncher. Gwen fires back though. She tried to use that G360 and instead gets hit with a Somnium Slam. She might be the one burning resiliency now. Up to the top rope. Not a thing she can do about it. Up, around, and gets her down. And she said, let's make it 2. Kick to the gut. One more time. Somnium Slam. 1, 2. And that's got to be resiliency from Gwen. That adrenaline has made a world of difference in this fight. Yanking that arm back. Gwen able to kip up. Turns her around. Does not have a signature or a finisher, but does still have a knee. And a knee like that's still enough to mess you up. Off the springboard, senton. Trying to lift Aiba right back up. Does get her up. Sits her up. What is she thinking here? Blockbuster. I thought she was thinking about a big old boot, but that's not the case. Aiba can't do a single thing. Whatever Gwen wants to do. Again, that knee strike. And Aiba responds with a kick of her own. Big chops, big hits, and a slap right to the face. Up and German suplex, maybe even a Saito suplex, and still relentlessly going after her. Gwen, however, responds with a kick of her own. Big chops. Gwen now stunned. If you are Gwen, that's the last thing you wanted to see. Off the ropes, drop kick, kipped up, ducked out of the way. Into the corner, reversal, big shot to the gut, lifts her up. Ripcord, clothesline, and crawls into the pinfall. Is that all she wrote? Aiba not down yet. Gwen realizing she's got one more trick up her sleeve. It's this choke slam with reckless abandon. Authority sends Aiba down for 1, for 2, and Hot Topic pick up the victory. You gotta imagine this was a pure 1v1 match. And then Marceline showed up. While she didn't truly get involved, that brief moment of distraction caused Aiba to run all the numbers in her head again. You have to imagine. Maybe she did not plan for that inevitability, and she did her best to overcome it. But Gwen fought through. At the end of the day, pop-up punches and choke slams won the day. And we gotta talk about the nasty knee strike. Ugh! That hit on Aiba 2 times. Disgusting, despicable, and then we saw this again. For 1, for 2, and I think that's when we saw resiliency burned on Aiba. We thought she was about to hit that Z360 instead. Again, went to the top rope, and again with that knee strike. It's like she was trying to hurt Aiba as well. It's like they want both you and I out of this match, out of the AWE. Another choke slam. And that's a victory. You saw Marceline celebrating on the other side, saying, yeah, that's my partner. Gwen takes the victory. Yo, who turned on the goth lights? who set my arena lights to the goth setting? Who's done this? Who did it? It wasn't me, but I can't deny Gwen. She's come along. Okay, hold on, 2K. They're not now allies. They've been allies for a minute. They're tag team partners too. 2K, whatever. Anywho, big congratulations as the stars go. Black. 2 hot topics specifically to Gwen. I'm sure Marceline is also going to want her chunk of change against Aiba as well, but for right now, we got a match that some have been really looking forward to. It is special guest referee Golden. Gonna call this one right down the middle. It is Pai, it is Tartaros. 1-on-1. No disqualifications, no holds barred, anything goes. Golden's gonna call it right down the middle. One person will win. Who will it be? I have no idea, but we're about to find out as the stars go. Black. And, that's right. First things first, actually, I'm going to come to this side. Where's my fade button? Because over there, there will be a referee meter, if I'm not mistaken, even though this is no disqualifications, no holds barred, and out first is our special guest referee. It is Golden. Golden is here. And you'll be hearing this song this coming Saturday as Golden defends the OC Championship at OC Revolution. You better believe. Will he be able to do it is the real question. A lot of people are wondering. I too myself am wondering. He is a 2-time OC champion. First time he was defeated by Splendid. Had to tap out. Had to come on a journey to find himself and get back to the top, and he made it there. He is back on top, but will he win tonight is everybody's real question. Let's find. Well, no, he won't win tonight. Will he win this Saturday? Will this man win tonight is everybody's question. Let's talk about what's going on between these two, because it was a heated exchange that has led to a match tonight. Pai, Tartaros, they don't like each other. Pai, perhaps one of the most polarizing individuals in the AWE, perhaps in AWE history. He is a man who is confident in himself and is going to do whatever the heck he wants. He's got Mondo by his side. Mondo, who's got a world title match at AV Mania against Akechi. Tonight, he's backing Pai. A lot of people saying, hey, is this going to be a lack of focus for Mondo? He's got to focus himself on AV Mania. A lot of people are saying, you can't let Pai distract you, but hey, that's a marriage. You guys are together. At the very least, that's what Mondo believes. He's out here being a good husband to Pai as he's faced off against a man who he's verbally ridiculed, and verbally ridiculed right back is Tartaros. Pai has claimed Tartaros has had boring title reigns, has called him old. Tartaros has fired back, has said essentially, how many titles have you had? Call me or talk to me when you hold one yourself. That is admittedly true. Tartaros, who hasn't been here for as long as Pai in the AWE, has found a lot of success, and this year has really been Tartaros' like year. And it is one of his last years as he is winding down on his career. This is a battle of words that has led itself to be a battle of fist. Tartaros has experience under his belt. Pai has youth. He's got speed over on Tartaros. Will that play a factor into tonight's match? It's Tartaros. It's Pai. Golden trying to hold everything together. Let's see how it all plays out. I would say as the stars go black, but you know, they've already done that. I'm excited. 3-time AWE Fight Forever champion, Double F champion, our man's Tartaros. Pai, Tartaros. One-on-one. Golden's calling it right down the middle. Is there a referee meter? There is a referee meter. I was like, is there? Because I wasn't sure if there was when it was a no-holds-barred match, but apparently, indeed, it was. Golden very quick in that pinfall. Already a 2 count to start this match off. And Pai, this is what we were talking about earlier. He's fast. He's spry. And I'll be real, Tartaros has taken a lot more damage in the past couple of weeks than Pai has. The last match Tartaros had, it was a 6-man tag team match against the Equalist Movement, who went a little bit crazy and went a little bit violent. That being said, little one, kick out. Pai, in his last match, I believe, was against Akechi, lost it by countout. Oh, hold on. Tartaros getting out of the way there. And before that, had a tag team match with Iroh, where Iroh was in 90% of the match. That being said, Pai's about playing smart. This time, he's got to play to win. There will be no countouts. No! Ugh. No countouts, no pinfalls. And I guess you could also say Pai has lost the last 2 of his matches. Pai's not won that many matches in the AWE. That being said, he does know how to put on a show. That much you can give him. And you know what he has done? He's beaten this long time and time again, except in tag team action. He did just recently fall to him. Tartaros, we were talking about the heavy hands of Tartaros. How this is a matter of speed versus power. Tartaros, I got more power than Pai, but Pai again with that speed, showcasing and turning things around. Off the ropes, jumped out of the ring, and it is no disqualifications. Anything goes, trying to bury Tartaros there. But instead, both of these men, who I think we neglected to actually mention, have a history of back issues. Back issues really the reason Mondo actually getting a weapon as well, brings a steel chair into the mix. And Tartaros the one who uses it on Pai. I'm not sure why Mondo put the steel chair in the ring when only Tartaros was there. But look at that. Couple shots. And for one, and just one. Turned around, knee strike. Into the pinfall again, 1, 2. Perfect count. I thought it felt a little bit fast, but you know what? I guess it was a perfect count. Wait a minute. Oh, lured him in. But Tartaros responding fire right afterwards. Went for a big boot there. Hit him in the back and instead, has it locked in deep. Pai struggling, but he's able to get himself down and arm whip. Deep arm drag sends Tartaros flying drop kick. Match is starting to even out a little bit. Pai's gonna need to hit that signature. And it looks like he may be setting up to do that momentarily. Lifts Tartaros up. Kick to the head, and it kicks right back. And now he's not climbing to the top rope. He is realizing it's going to take a lot more than that. He got the upper hand in the start of this fight, but it ain't over yet. It's no disqualifications. Hits him in the ankle. I don't think that's going to quite be enough, but trying to kick out with a hurt leg makes it all the more difficult. Drops his head right on the knee, and now he's calling for that slice of pie that we know all too well. Right onto the shovel. May have just hit the neck, and it is resiliency burn because of it. Tells Tartaros to suck it afterwards. Tartaros feeling a little groggy. Pai likely talking trash right into the ear of Tartaros. Tartaros tried to walk away, but the double axe directly to the spine. Went for a moonsault-esque move, but instead gets hit with a roll-up. Pai, who has no resiliency. 1, 2, kick out. Takes Pai down. Tartaros does have a finisher. He was going to the corner for the spear, but look at this. Mondo distracts him. Mondo and Tartaros, who have a little bit of history themselves. Tried to go into the corner. No. Oh, into the exposed turnbuckle that was set up by Mondo. Mondo has been admittedly, oh my gosh, whips him through. Has his neck in deep on that submission hold. Is Pai gonna have to burn resiliency here? Oh, he actually gets out of it. Pai does get out of it. Off the ropes, hits that kick. But he's adrenalined up, yells in his face, and then rolls him up for a pinfall. 1, 2. Reversal. 1, 2. Reversal right back. 1. And right back. 1. Kick out. Crazy work. Into the turnbuckle himself this time. Lifted right back up. And turns him around into that Spanish Pai. 1, 2. Kick out. Count of 2. Pai's got 2 finishers on lock. Off the ropes, moonsault. And he's broken that purple bar. And immediately goes under the ring for another weapon. It's a hockey stick. Lore has it that Tartaros loves hockey. And Pai using the love of that sport to wail away and try and win this matchup. And picks it up one more time, puts it right back down. But hold on. Cheeky roll up right afterwards. 1, 2. I thought for a second he might have stolen it. Kicks Pai right in the face. Pai tried to recover. Tartaros with the reversal. Into the corner. Big knee strike to Tartaros. Goes for the pinfall right afterwards. Honestly, that might have been enough. 1, 2. Gets the shoulder up just barely. It might have been a last gasp effort from Tartaros. Tried to get a whip there, but it falls right into that slice of pie. Everyone call it quits. It's all over. 1, 2, and... well, you could have fooled me. Pai goes to get another weapon, hits Tartaros right in the chest and says, that's gotta be it. Scrubs his face afterwards, and that's still not enough. You can see the frustration starting to mount on Pai. Goes for the pinfall again right afterwards, saying, hey, he's dead. Kick out of 1 this time. Lifting him right back up, saying, this will put him away. Slice of Pai. Tartaros essentially unresponsive at this point. 1, 2, and that's 3. Golden even trying to count slowly at the end there. But that's all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. Mondo getting involved multiple times. At the end of the day, Pai got the job done. Sure, his back went into the apron, the hardest part of the ring. Sure, he ate a head full of chair. But the thing is, Tartaros, you know, here's the thing. Tartaros did keep kicking out. He kicked out again, and again, and again, as best he could. But Pai was ready for him. Pai and Mondo, admittedly, were ready for him. Golden allowing Mondo to be at ringside. And that's all she wrote for 1, 2. Not there, though. Several kickouts, but one last slice of pie. Hand stuck on that, on that shovel. But at the end of the day, Pai and Mondo... Pai, I'm sorry, with Mondo, take out Tartaros. There were no holds barred, and Pai claims victory. In a very fair wrestling match, according to the, give me back over here. I'm so not used to being on this side of the screen, for these matches. Give me this, thank you. In fact, yellow. This is fine, but then I'll also go to regular me because we got one more match on the card. Congratulations once again as the stars go. Black to Pai. That's all she wrote. That is everything that we've got so far, but there's one more. Count them, one more match to go. But what will it be? We know what it is. It's Amon versus Uncle Iroh. These two, we already know their history. They got all the history in the world. Amon, and we'll talk about it as the stars go black, because the stars are going to go black in a second. Tartaros. Oh, man. I guess even in the live chat right now, potentially, I was going to say we all have to prepare to never hear the end of this from Pai. That being said, a win is a win. And right now, the best one that we can get is the stars going black. Because it's main event time. It's Amon. It's Iroh. And it's on. Let's go. Alright. It's main event time, and let's talk about it. Well, this is a man we don't really want to talk about. But it's two guys who have unfortunately been acquainted. It's everybody's. I'll be frank. Has very quickly climbed the charts of least favorite person currently in the AWE. Has threatened Archons, has threatened Vision Holders, Bracers, Benders, Vampires, anybody who has some sort of advantage. He's saying that he will bring you down, block your chief, and you will be equalized. We saw it happen to Kave. Kave was unable to capture the AWE Championship. You gotta imagine if he hadn't been through that, could he have pushed Makoto a little bit further and been the new AWE Champion? That much I don't know. Earlier tonight, his boys took a victory against the Apex Predators, who they attacked just past Friday at Infraction. Tonight, Amon looks to put away Uncle Iroh. Iroh wanted this match, begged the general managers for it. Amon showed up in the GM's office saying, I'd be more than happy to. I don't have to beat up your protege. I don't have to beat up that old man who just lost to Pai. He said, I'll take it straight back to the source. This time, I'll show everyone what I can do against you. And here we are. Amon Uncle Iroh. Main event, AWE Rebellion. The leaves are falling from the vine. And Uncle Iroh, still a bit banged up, still a bit bruised up, has been at odds with the Equalist Movement over the last couple of weeks at Rebellion on the shows. Since really Ticket to Paradise, I suppose. No, not since Ticket to Paradise. That is incorrect. Not since Ticket to Paradise. I don't think Amon, I hope Amon hasn't been lurking around since Ticket to Paradise. I can't think of anybody else who's, like, lost anything. At least not to my memory. Anywho. I digress. Iroh is here. Walking down to the ring, and you gotta imagine, I mentioned earlier, these vision bearers, these benders, these archons, essentially, everything that they have, everything that they've got. It's like losing a piece of yourself. Imagine you have imagine you've like always been a sharpshooter, right? Let's say you've always had like your own personal pistol ever since you were like, I don't know, you were like 10 or something, but like, you know, it's like a little BB gun, it's like bang bang. You can like really like knock things down. You like go outside every day, hit some cans with the BB gun. It's like, I'm a marksman, perfect shot. Let's say somebody came and they just stole your gun and smashed it to pieces, and that's the only gun that you can hold because you got some real weird hands. I don't know, it just feels like a piece of you that's so personal and special to you has been robbed, and that's what Amon's done to Uncle Iroh. That's what Amon's done to Kaveh. And it's just important to put that into perspective. As Amon already bust Iroh open. Iroh rebuttal with a kick to the head. Ain't that a kick in the head? Went for an arm bar. Amon gets out of it quickly, continues to immediately target the head. That bruising is getting even worse on the face of Uncle Iroh, and I think that's exactly what he's going for. He's going for those bruise marks. The bruise is still gonna hurt a little bit, and that is one. Just one. Iroh's still got a whole lot of fight left in him, but now we're seeing that bruising spread immediately and blood start to splatter on the face of Iroh. Goes chest first into the turnbuckle into a German suplex onto the back of the head. This is starting to get not hard to watch immediately. Iroh steps back in saying, "You are not going to be diving in me." In fact, Iroh looking to take advantage as these two go into grappling mode. Waist lock applied by Uncle Iroh. Iroh, the Jasmine Dragon, has a history of fighting the good fight in wars, a great general, and goes for a pinfall right out of that, and that's one, not even one. Not even one, it's a reversal by Amon. Knee strike to the back, and he's grinding the face of Iroh into the mat with his knee. Climbs up to the top rope. Turns himself around, and that's a picture-perfect moonsault. And it's looking rough early for Uncle Iroh. It ain't over until it's over. Right there onto missile drop kick. Iroh pushes him right out of the way, but gets caught and gets suplexed. And you gotta remember, this is admittedly one of the greats in the AWE. He has put away plenty of people in casket matches and all sorts of heavy-hitting matches. Uncle Iroh is somebody who knows untold brutality. May have tripped up there for a second, but gets caught with that running punch by Amon. 1, 2. That's just 2. Standing right back up, kick into, no, look at that, reversal by Uncle Iroh, reverse the finisher, and now has him in a dragon sleeper, locked in super deep, but look who's standing right back up, it's Amon. And Amon's taking no body damage. None, and that's the biggest problem in this fight. Moonsault does not connect. Iroh rolls out of the way. It's just time to build up some major offense. The man's needs it. The entire audience right now rooting for Uncle Iroh, rooting for him to come back in this fight. Went for that drop kick, but Iroh responds with an elbow drop. Amon takes control though, looks for a power bomb, but again, Iroh now fired up. Lifting Amon up, and Amon sweeps the leg. Iroh's starting to feel the effects of this match. At the end of the day, he's old. He's got untold stamina. Mans can go. He's got untold strength. Oh, what does he got going on here, though? I don't know what. Ugh. Well, right now, he might have a throat that's working. Could have collapsed after being strung along those ropes, but Iroh able to get him down again. And goes after the knees of Amon. Finally starting to get some good damage over on Amon. Iroh, I'm sure at this point, saying, I don't want to win this thing by counter. I still want to beat this man. Sends him back to the ring. And the big picture item here, Iroh does have a finisher. And he may be thinking about using it. No, reverse by Amon. I think he was sending him into the corner for that ring of fire, but instead Amon starting to stomp him out. And what is he thinking here? Over the ropes, guillotine onto that rope. And a big splash right afterwards into the pinfall. Oh, if this is resiliency, it could be real bad. It's not. Look, I try and, be not incredibly biased commentary, but I got my favorites and I got my unfavorites. And right now, oh yeah, man, Iroh with the reversal of the finisher and clocks him. 1, 2. Not resiliency from Amon, though. You do have to remember, Amon has been brutalizing Iroh for the majority of this matchup. Iroh really needs to build up another signature finisher to really even things back out. But Amon is the one who's calling for Iroh to get back up. Already winded. Ooh, but misses that strike. It may be Iroh's opportunity. Misstep by Amon. Can Iroh take advantage? Sends him into the ropes. Sweeps him down, and a kick to the chest. Iroh looking to pick up at least resiliency here. 1, 2, not enough. Not gonna be enough, and a shot to the back. Another kick to the kidneys. Lifting Amon. Going, I'm not sure what he's doing here. Double axe to the back of the neck. But a reversal again by Amon. Nobody's burned resiliency in this fight, but it may have been commentator's curse. Maybe I just shouldn't say anything. I'm just gonna keep my mouth closed. I will keep my mouth closed. Reversal by Iroh. Reversing the finisher. This could be incredible news. This could be great news. I need to point out to everybody right now, Amon is in perfect position for that ring of fire. And the big picture here, Amon has no resiliency. And that's 1, that's 2. It is admittedly still an uphill battle for Iroh. Couple shots. No, just one measured strike to the head. Calls him on to get back up. He's on wobbly legs. He's on weak knees. Iroh hitting combinations. No, yes. Knee strike. Come on, Iroh. Iroh going to the top rope. He is elevating. He's trying to build. Everyone's starting to take pictures. Elbow drop, center of the ring. And he's got a signature. But look at that. Amon responds right back with a kick to the head. Arm drag flips him around. Trying to lift Iroh up. And the same strike to the head. Toying with Uncle Iroh. Now here's the thing, Iroh's got that signature. If he gets one good reversal, it's not one good reversal. They're trading blows now, baby. Shot by Amon. Shot by Iroh. Shot by Amon. Shot by Iroh. Shot by Amon. Blocked by Amon. Blocked by Iroh. Blocked by Amon. Blocked by Iroh. But a drop kick to the thigh. A cheap drop kick to the thigh. He sees his opportunity. And now he's going potentially for that finisher. Is he still going to be stunned? He is. And he's dropped. Is that enough? Can Iroh kick out? Amon looking. I'm sorry. He's gonna say the repairman? What is this all about? Choke slam to Amon! What is this all about? Your guess is as good as mine, ladies and gentlemen. The repairman just attacks Amon. Why? Why? Yo. I'm at a loss myself. That being said, that was our main event. Why? The repairman attacks Amon after Amon beats Uncle Iroh. Iroh fought back valiantly, but Amon was able to overpower him. Pai, with the help of Mondo, slayed the beast that is Tartaros. Gwen took down Aiba. Sayaka took down Nemona and attacked her with a ladder, saying, "Get ready for AV Mania, because I'm going to do the same thing to you." And this show was capped, both at the start and the end, by the Equalist Movement taking W's. However, the repairman appeared, and for what reason, I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. And we might not have answers for a little bit. We might not have answers for a little bit, because this next Saturday is OC Revolution, and then we wrap back around all the way until the next Friday, which will be Inferno. So we got so many questions. We got questions about Marin. We got questions about Al Haytham and Kavi. We got questions about the repairman now. We got so many questions. There's so many questions and no answers. So, that being said, wait a minute. It's the end of the show. It's literally the end of the show. Okay, well, this is, so I know, okay, so look, let's keep like a level of, security apparently has a video. I guess we can run it. The show is literally the end of the show right now, I guess. Can you patch it through to the feed? Now I gotta wait. What else can I say? AV Mania is the 30th. We have a whole lot of stuff on our plates. I'm very excited for AV Mania season. It's starting to feel like AV Mania season. Things are starting to heat up all around every division. I think we have all of our champs who are going into AV Mania except for, I guess Hina Panette is, oh wait. I was gonna say Hina Panette is the only championship outside of the Fight Forever championships that will be defended before AV Mania. Yes, okay, hold on. We got footage. I'm watching this footage is blind to me too. So we're about to watch it together. Hit me with the stars real quick, I suppose. Okay, what do we got? Oh my gosh, it's Panette. Marin nowhere inside to stop her this time. I don't even know where they are. By some garbage can? Amon. Hold on, that's the AWE champion. Hold on, he can't do this. Is he after Hina's ultimate? She won't be swimming in the ring? I can understand, that's why the repairman got riled up. Dang, you can see the tragedy on her face. She is feeling the pain. I can't imagine what it must feel like. This is sickening. Wait, her eye. Yo, her eye's not... I'm gonna have to go back and watch that, but I'm pretty sure that eye wasn't repaired. She had two normal eyes. Don't give me stars. Just cut us back. Don't even cut us back here. This is about to be the end of this. This must have happened in like the last 2 days. Well, now I need more answers than ever from like Panette. Maybe Marin coming back was like the tipping point for her, but I don't... We need to find, you know, yo, she wasn't booked tonight. I don't know where Hina is. I'm gonna wait for them. As far as I know, she's not here anywhere. I know security just got that footage, and I can only assume that footage was sent from the Equalist Movement, because it wasn't sent from like... Before in the past, we've gotten footage from just like businesses around the place when people have gotten attacked outside of the AWE facilities and locations. But I don't know where that was specifically. It was in the cut somewhere, and it was being physically recorded for everyone to see. Hina, dude. That's the show. That's all she wrote today. Don't let this taint your OC revolution. I hope that whatever OC is going up against Amon, or OCs go up against Amon, Amon catches a big fat L, because he deserves it. I'll try and update you guys as soon as I can with information on Hina, her whereabouts, and her safety. If it's anything like Kave, she's just going to be backstage somewhere, but I can assume that the repairman knew before any of us. Because maybe maybe the repaired have that kind of connection. I'm not sure. I don't know, dude, but dang. Dang, Hina's been repaired for years, for so long, since like the fight before Christmas 1, and we're about to go to the fight before Christmas 4, dude. crazy. I'm taking off. I gotta handle this. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.